Hello. So I guess it's been a couple days since I made a video, so I missed. Yesterday I had a little bit of a tinnitus problem. I haven't had one in a while, kind of anyway. I've had a cold, and my sinuses were a little clogged, and then I went to a higher elevation, and I felt some pressure in my ear, and it kind of made me a little bit like. I won't quite say dizzy, but just a little bit kind of feeling strange. And I just kept my cool and it went away. I know, like, after you get tinnitus, it's so easy to just everything about your ears. You're always paying attention to anything that might be wrong, any kind of pressure, any kind of clicking or popping. I remember before I used to laugh. At Christmas time, I could jump up and down, and I'd go ring, 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 and I get jingle bells, jingle bells, because when I jump up and down, it makes the tinnitus kind of ring, 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 ring. So I try to laugh about it, and then I remember also there was some time when I was jogging, and I would get a click, 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 click as I jogged. Fortunately, these things are not sticking around with me, but I definitely still try to avoid, certain things with loud noises and things like that, and hopefully it doesn't get worse. Anyways, I've been a little bit sick, but I'm getting better and better. So had some interesting conversations on the channel lately, and I just wanted to bring a couple of them up. The last message that we got was pretty interesting. Let me get to that real quick. And basically, it was, there he is, Eo. He was just saying that, he said the 2% is people that report severe tinnitus, but that does not mean that they will not habituate in time and with proper treatment. And I totally agree. When you first get tinnitus, it's very easy to be like, oh my God, I'm that 2% that never habituates to it. And he said, it just means that at one particular moment, they reported that they were very bothered. So he said it's sadistic, not a statistic. It's a statistic, not static. Okay. The 2% is probably composed mainly of new sufferers and 90% of the old sufferers that are already habituated. So apart from that, I believe the statistics are not accurate. Yeah, I mean, I've met so many people who have tinnitus now, and not a one, if they've had it for a while, has told me that, like, they still can't cope with it. Some of them say, yeah, it bothers me sometimes. Thanks a lot for reminding me about it. I was doing good, and then you told me, and now I'm thinking about it again, But it's like, I feel like the people that are having trouble with tinnitus are the ones who kind of really have that message ingrained in them that this is something they can't accept. Because the brain is so amazing. I never realized it. Like, the tinnitus was so obnoxious to me. It was so loud that I couldn't think about anything else. I couldn't go to sleep. And then now it is so not there. It's there, but it's so not there because I don't think about it. It's so much in the background now. It's so amazing how I've been able to tune it out. And I hear the same story from other people. And what's unique about the people who say they are having trouble right now is they are literally telling you that they're having trouble. They're telling you how bad it is, and they're repeating this message over and over again, which is exactly what I was doing when I could not manage the tinnitus. So this message that we give to in our conscious thinking, when we're thinking about the tinnitus, and we're thinking how awful it is or how unbearable it is, that's exactly what keys in that subconscious brain to say, this is something we got to do something about. And then we're in this state that's very difficult to work with. So it goes back to those basics of just realizing this thing is not going to hurt you. You're okay. I mean, I have to always repeat because I'm not a doctor. Go to the doctor, have them check you out. And as you really understand, this thing will not hurt you, and it gets better. You get those two ideas, it will. It'll get where you don't notice it anymore. It can take some time. And really getting yourself to believe that, it won't hurt you and that you're not even going to notice it later is, I couldn't believe that. And I like checked out lots and lots of videos and read lots of things. And as I read, I got more and more worried. Oh my God, I'm in the 2% of people who will never habituate. And I saw these stories on places like Reddit where they're just saying, oh my God, this is unbearable. I've had it for 10 years and I still hate it. And all that kind of stuff. But as I researched, I found there's a lot of people that habituated to it. Like everybody. But those are not the ones you're going to find on the internet sometimes complaining because they still haven't found the solution yet. And I really feel like that this conscious subconscious brain connection is so tied to our experience of tinnitus as we think about in our conscious brain the sound and how it's loud and how it's unbearable. Our subconscious brain really elevates the tinnitus and gets it really into our thinking and gets us really hearing it. And that's the part we have to knock it down and understand it doesn't hurt you. It is bearable. It's so bearable that as you understand that it's bearable, your brain will tune it out. The subconscious brain just it does its magic, and it just says, oh, I've got other things to worry about. I won't worry about this sound thing anymore. And then it just kind of slowly flips the switch, and you just go every day without thinking about it or worrying about it if you hear it. And I've got had some wonderful people on this channel leaving comments talking about how loud their tinnitus was and how fire alarm loud and how they were able to tune it out. It's so amazing. And then you realize the power of how much your conscious thoughts affect your subconscious thoughts. If you can get to the habituation level, place. I'm not trying to brag about it or anything like that. I mean, I'm definitely proud of myself for getting past a really horrible year, but I'm here to say it's doable, and I'm here to say that when you're in that place where it seems impossible, it is possible. I definitely felt like it would be unbearable, and I would not be able to go on like that. I would just have a life that was not as good as before, And maybe I could learn to deal with it, but it wouldn't be like it was before. But no, it actually is just as good as before. I'm not at all bothered by it anymore, and that is so opposite of what I was thinking before. And I went months like that, thinking how awful it was, and then here I am. So anyways, I'm not sure if I had a real strong topic tonight, but I hadn't been here in a couple days, and I just wanted to say hi and just kind of keep checking in and hope you're doing better. I felt like I was bragging a little bit tonight. I'm sorry about that, but I am really proud, that after such a terrible year in 2021, that 2022 is really shaping up nicely, and the tinnitus is not, factoring in. Other than I have this channel, and I feel like I've been able to help some people, and they also send back their love and appreciation, and I really appreciate that too. That makes me feel good, and it makes me feel good to help other people feel good too. So we're just sharing it back and forth, and hopefully, we're going to help more and more people go from a place that is not so good and get into a beautiful place. I really believe that it's already happened on this channel some, and it's going to happen more and more. And it's not just because of me or anything. I'm just here to try to help you along and tell you about what happened to me and my experience, and talk to different people about their experiences. Okay, well, have a good night. I'm gonna start moving toward getting ready for bed and stuff. So see you later. Bye bye.